It feels better than it did Sunday, that's for sure.
What happened? What play did it happen? Looked like maybe it was that second down.
Yeah, the second down play. Yeah, that's when it happened. And I was in a lot of pain. We were late in the play clock. Called timeout. Came over. Felt like I could go one more play, and then went in. Got it checked out.
What's the process?
What have you been doing to try to get it better?
I think that's kind of the same question.
Yeah, pretty much.
I had a lot of rehab. Was thankful to get today to work with Gabe and just focus on rehab for a day. I'm trying to get back on the field tomorrow and see what I can do.
Aaron, have you been able to find a brace? Have you been able to find something that you think might work?
We're working through that.
Would it be a pain tolerance thing for you? If you play on Sunday, is that something you'd have to?
No, it'd be a safety thing.
Did it aggravate anything, or was this like a brand whole new injury?
Brand new.
What has to happen for you to play on Sunday?
Got to get the okay and got to feel like I can protect myself.
Is there added incentive for you for the opponent this week?
There's incentive for every opponent, but I have enjoyed many a Sunday and Monday and too many Thursdays in that city. It's a great sports town, phenomenal sports fans, and great place to play.
Aaron, do you sort of thrive off of being the villain there a little bit? Sort of enjoy that?
I'd rather not be. I mean, I'm not in Green Bay anymore. I feel like we can let bygones be bygones. Maybe I can, I guess. It's a great rivalry. I mean, in the history of all sports, you talk about the Lakers and the Celtics and the Red Sox and the Yankees. You got to talk about the Packers and the Bears. And there's been some great memories there. When I first got to Green Bay, the Bears had the all-time series lead. When I left, the Packers did. And since J. Love has taken over, it's even gotten better. But I hope those fans can put that behind them. I'm sure they can't. Don't expect them to. But I really enjoy the city. They got great sports fans. I grew up watching WGN on my five-channel TV back in the day. So I was a Cubs fan and a Bulls fan. How can you not be a Bulls fan unless you don't like Michael Jordan? I did. I loved them. So it was a lot of fun memories over the years playing there.
Their defense creates a lot of turnovers. What do they do, especially that you have to watch out for?
Well, they're great around the football. They're knocking the ball out. They have a lot of vision in their defenses. They mix things up. They attack your protection schemes. Coach Allen's got them playing really well. And 22 turnovers is a big reason they're 7-3.
On the last play before you went out, I think it was a throw to Wilson. It like you were kind of frustrated with him. Was it just that he didn't run that route to the end zone, or what was that? What's it been like trying to get him to kind of adjust to the things that you're trying to get out of him to make him a better player?
Yeah, Ro's a great kid. He's been playing really well the last few weeks, and I'm proud of him. He's been practicing the right way. He's been growing and working on his craft, and yeah, he's so damn fast. You know, we talked about that route, and I was hoping he'd be a little bit more deliberate. But listen, Ro is and Cal, those guys are such great dudes. They want to do right by me and by Arthur and the offense, and I got nothing but love and appreciation for those guys.
Aaron, what's it been like for you to work with Mason?
Yeah, Mason, he's a troll. He makes every day so much fun. I told him this. I said, just thanks for making this fun, because every day he's got we joke in the quarterback room, he's got a checklist of the jokes he's got to get off out of his brain every single day. But he's hilarious, and I really enjoy our time together in the room, in here, outside the facility. He's a great backup, you know, like he's super helpful during the week. He's a professional. He's ready to play. He's a gamer. And, you know, watching the locker room last week, I was super fired up watching him go up and down the field in those couple drives he had, and thankful for the way he played, the way he prepares. And he's a lot more type A, I would say, than I am with the preparation. Like, he's wound a little tight, but it makes it good for a good backup quarterback, because he's so in tune to the details, and yeah, I just love being around him.
What was that conversation like in the locker room when you have to tell him that he's going in to start the second half?
Yeah, there was no words. I just looked over and pointed to him as I was walking back in the training room.
You said you gave him a favor.
I did. He had the pointer.
Is there anything that you gained from watching him operate the offense that maybe you can, sort of bleed into this week, that you notice when you're not the one that's out there?
Well, I think you always got to look at all the plays, and and with a watchful eye, whether you're watching yourself or somebody else. There's always stuff to pick up for sure.
What do you guys have to tap into as an offense? You guys kind of struggled against the Chargers. First half, this past week, kind of rough, but in that second half, it seemed like everyone kind of started to catch on a little bit with the rhythm. They had 2 really long possessions. What do you feel like is the thing that's going to make you guys play better, more consistently?
Well, we scored 10 points in the first half and 10 in the second half. It's about consistency. We had a nice first drive, ran the ball well and threw it around a little bit. We had some opportunities. It comes down to the details. We got to be on our details, everybody. If there's a route depth or a certain route you're supposed to run, we got to run that. If there's a read that we got to make the read. Too many times 10 guys have been doing it right and one guy hasn't, and sometimes it's the difference between a big play or a first down conversion on a third down or moving the drive and scoring points.
It seems like you were maybe holding on to the ball a little bit longer in the first half of the last game and somewhat in the Chargers game. Is that a matter of something the defenses are doing, or receivers not getting enough separation? What's kind of been going on there?
Yeah, I'm trying to throw it to the open guy, and there was times where there wasn't guys open. So because I've been feeling a little bit better, I tried to extend some plays a little bit. But we got to keep finding ways to get our guys open, to rip guys open, and when they're open, we got to hit them.
I know we talk so much about Darnell Washington, and we ask you about the weapon that he is, but what's it like from your perspective when you see him having a catch and run like he did where he takes out 3 Bengals guys at once?
Well, they're getting scared of him for sure, which they should be. He's a mammoth. But he jumped over a guy. He stiff-armed a guy to the ground, ran a guy over, made another guy miss a tackle. Then he had a block where he knocked 2 guys down. Yeah, man, I'm just so proud of him, just his approach. And really the growth I've seen since training camp is he's continued to get his body in shape, get his mind in shape. And he's a guy you don't worry about the details at all. He is very detail-oriented, super smart player. And then, I just think that the play, with a catch and run, the awareness level that he had to know, I got a guy close to me, I'm going to catch this, then I'm going to turn, then I'm going to stiff arm this guy. And he's faster than people probably think because he's so tremendously large, and he's also shifty. 3rd and 17 to drop it off on a check down, have him make a guy miss and then kind of fall forward and get a first down. That's not what you expect. But those are game-changing plays, and he's consistently most of the season made those plays.
Aaron, 2 more. Take snaps at all. The wrist, with your wrist in terms
You first, and then you.
Last 2. In terms of taking snaps, I know you probably tried shotgun snaps or under center. Your wrist, is that going to be something you have to make sure you can do, or is that not a worry where you're injured? Right?
I would say it'd be more difficult to take a snap under center than to catch one in the gun. And there's been times in my career where we have adjusted and gone to some pistol sets if we need to still keep the kind of the spacing on the kind of the run distribution between the halfback and the quarterback. But the goal would be to take snaps from under center.
Do you anticipate that this is something that could go all the way to game time on Sunday, or do you think you'll get some clarity about whether you'll be able to play within the next couple of days?
I'm going to leave that up to Mr. Coach Tomlin.
All right.